So I asked you guys to do question number 6, and the warm-up, or that was yesterday's lesson, a plus b to the 6th power. Using your chart from yesterday, help us get the coefficients. Darlene. Thumbs up, thumbs down? Okay. If you look at your Pascal's triangle, you can either look on this side where it says the 6th power, because that's what it has here, 6, and you're writing down these numbers. Or you can go to the second row right here that I'm highlighting, and you can use that one as well. Okay? So yesterday we learned to identify the exponent and then write down those coefficients that Darlene did. Now we're going to start with the a's on the left side and descend. Then we'll start with the b's on the right and descend, and then we'll simplify. Fold my paper really quick. Francis, go ahead and do the a values. Good job. Rogelio, B values? Partner A, tell partner B, what do we know about anything to the 0 power? Class, show me with your fingers. Write that on your formula sheet. Anything to the 0 power is equal to 1. So in this next step, we're basically going to write everything without 1s and 0s. We're going to simplify. Help us simplify Benito. Don't forget the plus signs.
6 plus 6a to the 5th. B plus 15a to the 4th. B to the 2nd. Plus 20a to the 3rd. B to the 3rd. Plus 15a to the 2nd. And b to the 4th. Plus 6a. And b to the 4th. Oh, to the 6th. Plus the 5th. And then plus b to the 6th.
So he does not write the 1. A to the 0 power is also 1, and you're not writing that, so you're just left with b to the 6. Okay? This was yesterday's lesson. Raise your hand if you got that so far. Okay. Today's lesson is just doing a substitution. Your a value, if you have a highlighter, super helpful. A value is going to be 2x. And pay attention, your b value is going to be negative 3. So every b value is going to be negative 3. We're going to do a substitution. Substitution goes with parentheses. Watch as I write this, or do it with me. A is equal to 2x, so I'm going to put in parentheses 2x to the 6th power. Plus 6 times 2x to the 5th power times negative 3. Zoom in. 15 times 2x to the 4th power times negative 3 to the 2nd power. Plus 20 times 2x to the 3rd power. B is negative 3 to the 3rd power. Plus 15. A is 2x. I'm putting that in parentheses to the power of 2. B is negative 3 to the 4th power. Now, previously today I was making mistakes, and you can double check that your exponents always add to the original, just in case you might miss a number. So, right, 2 plus 4 is 6. 2 plus 4 is 6. Remember, every A value is 2x, and every B value is negative 3. And then negative 3 to the 6th power. Alright, I'm going to do the first 3. And on the first 3, I'm going to use 3 random calculators. I'll use 2 that are mine that look different, and then I'll try to use a student's calculator to show you guys the different calculator buttons. Okay? Let's do the first one. We're going to simplify 2x to the 6th power. That's essentially writing out 2x 6 times. 2x times 2x times 2x, 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 2x. Okay? Now, when you put this in your calculator, you're not going to put the variable. You're only going to put the number. Okay? So, in my calculator, again, use parentheses. 2, parentheses, 2, close the parentheses. Now, in my calculator and Texas Instrument calculators, a lot of times have this caret button, it's called. And it actually calls math type. It actually shows you the 6 to the very top. And you just press enter. And you'll get 64. So our answer here is 2 to the 6th power is 64, and x to the 6th power is x to the 6. Okay? Let me show you with this Casio. Okay, this one's a little bit more difficult, and so if your calculator can handle all of it at once, good. If yours can't, you might have to take a little bit longer, okay? Let me show you what I'm going to do here. And I'm going to write out the phrase PEMDAS, because I was walking around today and noticed a bunch of students making mistakes. And the reason why I wrote PEMDAS here is because some students would multiply 6 times 2, and they would get 12, and they would do 12 to the 5th power. That's not correct in the order because they did multiplication first. But you're supposed to do what first, class? Parentheses and exponents, which means they should have done 2 to the 5th power before they multiply by 6. Okay? So let's go for the home run. And I can actually put all this into my calculator. Again, same thing, but no variables. 6 times 2, close the parentheses. Okay, my button for the exponent here is x to that box. Now your calculator might have in the background like x to the y or y to the x power. 5. To get out of the exponent, you press the right arrow, and then times negative 3. Now, pay attention. This is actually going to tell you if your answer is going to be positive or negative. Yesterday's lesson, they were all positive. Now it's now negative. Negative 576. Now, for the variable, again, that's just x to the 5th. Now, if you get a problem where there's 2 variables, you'll write them alphabetical. So if that was like a y problem, like the one above, okay, the y would just go next to it. And one more random student calculator that they want me to see. Yours is the winner. Alright. Some random calculator. Haven't seen this before. I'm looking for an exponent button right there. This one says y to the x. So if I was doing something like 2 to the 4th power, 2 yx 4, so that's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, and that should be 16. There it is. So if you're using a calculator like this, okay, you can probably write the numbers underneath if you want. -3 squared. On this calculator, I'm going to have to use this button down here as a negative. So 3 negative squared. So y to the x 2 equals positive 9. Does that make sense? Whoops, that was that problem. And then times 15, and then you just multiply all those numbers together. Okay? Less sleepy. When you multiplied all that, what do you get? Yeah, what's your answer? We will come back to you, Leslie P. This one over here. Peter, did you get it? Yes. X what? Yes. Good, Peter. Marco. Good. And is that 4,860 positive or negative? You are correct. Jenny. Huh? Jenny. Ariana. Lome. Negative. Correct. That's the P. You got yours? X to the what? Positive or negative? Good. And the last one, Lana. Positive or negative? Positive. Good. There it is. Let's box it. So essentially what we did is just expand it using Pascal's triangle. Use A's and B's. Then today's lesson is just substitute it in, and then you have lots of multiplying with your calculator.
I love math.